Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our Journeyman Career Mode. Currently here in Portugal with Gil Vincente. We do have control of Iceland as well, and we are heading towards that first World Cup. We are at the start of a new season, and I'm going to try and get through a full season today. See if we can bolster this team and get them up and about, chasing that title. I would like to move on to a new club. That's what the Journeyman's all about, just moving and navigating your way through the different football systems around the world. We've been here for a season and a half. This is our second full season in control. We will look to make some adjustments, maybe bring in some transfers, obviously get those youth academy prospects up and about, get them loaned out and growing for Iceland in the future. But we've got a lot of work to do because we're a little bit off the pace. So let's jump into this season. Right, I have taken the comments in on, yes, we should be playing two strikers. Tremblay, unfortunately, dropped to showing great potential after not really getting much game time last season. So hopefully this can, get him a bit more of a bump, maybe get him up to an exciting prospect. Now, we've gone with a 4-4-2 with two central defensive midfielders. It means we need to convert all of our wingers to right mid and left mid respectively, and some of these centre midfielders just probably won't be overutilised unless we can convert them to a CDM. So we may look to shift some of those across in the transfer market and possibly bring some central defensive midfielders through. Now, I'm going to put Magnussen in between the sticks. Hansen, I think, will be on his way. They're both 70 rated. There's no point in us having both of them here. But we will try and build a team here around Tremblay and Navarro. And hopefully that is some goal-scoring prowess, as well as some defensive options here, because we've got two central defensive midfielders now. We do have a lot of wingers at the club and some older centre-backs that need to be moved on. But hopefully we can make some moves here in this transfer window, shore things up, and start bringing those youth talents in to start building that Icelandic squad. So let's jump in and see what happens. Right, we make our first signing of the season. It is Fofana. He is a regen from Senegal, 6'2", central defensive midfielder, 73 overall. Means Acosta can drop to the bench, and we've got some backup there now. We'll see what else we can do here. We probably need a right midfielder for Baselli, and maybe offload some of these left wingers. We do need a backup striker as well, because if Tremblay or Navarro go down, there's no one really coming off the bench here. And yeah, the 60s, yeah, we want some more 70s in play. Right, I found another player here in Kara. He is from Turkey, 6'6", 70 overall. So improving our squad as we move along. Right, I have brought in another player, currently a centre forward. We'll try and convert him to a striker, but he is a Frenchman, 73 overall, low work rate, 6 foot, but hopefully, he can fill a role if someone does get injured and just alleviate some of the minutes that will be required from these two strikers in Navarro and Tremblay. Right, I brought another signing in from the free agency list, De Los Santos. Where's he from? Uruguay. Only 5-odd million value, but should come in and give us a little bit more squad depth. So we're building to something here, and hopefully we can achieve big things. The scouts are back. We send them out again, this time to Croatia. I have sent them off to Portugal this time. I did see some comments saying, can you please scout the country that, the league that you're in? So yeah, we'll scout Portugal, see what happens. And of course, we are in Iceland looking for technically gifted. Right, a quick look at the current academy, and obviously a transfer window open, so it might be worth bringing some of these in to see if we can loan them out. Shevchuk not ready to go though at 15. Sigurd Hansen, 88 to 94 potential, 63 overall. We'll promote him up, try and get a loan deal done there. Freddie Edwards, the Australian's not going to make the cut. We'll release him. Anderson, 78 to 86. He's a cam. I know he's from Iceland, but not going to do it for me. What else have we got? Max Evans, 81 to 87. Oh, that's a tricky potential. A low 81. We'll give him another hot month. What have we got? A right midfielder, Magnussen, 67 to 87. Sorry, pal. Mathis, 71 to 91 will hold. Meyer, 71 to 87 is going to be gone. 83 to 94, only 15. Olsen, 73 to 93. He's 68 overall already, though. We'll convert him to a right midfielder and see what happens there. And then we've got Pedersen as well, 79 to 85 potential. We'll convert him and see what happens. Right, I have signed Fournier. He is currently a CDM. He's 6'2", Frenchman, but we're going to convert him to a centre back. We've sold off some of the older lads and really don't have a lot of depth now in that position. I'm going to try and get rid of Cabasale as well and see if there's anyone else floating about here on transfer deadline day. Right, the transfer window is shut, so let's have a look at what deals we got done. Olsen, centre back, only 58 rated from Iceland. We send him on his way, 840. Anderson gets loaned out. Nilsson gets loaned out. Kyrian goes for 2.6. Fafana comes in on a free. Hansen goes and gets sold for 5.3 to VFL Bochum. Blanchard comes in on a free. Kara in on a free. Jensen goes on loan. Hansen goes on loan. Jensen goes on loan. So many Jensens, so many Hansens. Mizajan has left for 2.1. We bring in De Los Santos on a free. Marin leaves, the Romanian goalkeeper, for 1.5. Allen goes for 1.3, the Welsh winger. Luciardi has left. Centre back, but 31 years of age, 1.4 million, and Fournier comes in on a free. Kovalchik was sold. He's gone to Southampton for 7.1 million. So we've got a bit of money there in the war chest. We'll save that for the January window. Our squad is a little bit thin, but I'm hoping to bring some youngsters in from the academy, and hopefully we can have a pretty decent season. Right, Sigbjorn Peterson is looking to cancel his contract, so we better probably bring him in. 57 rated, 79 to 85. We're a bit thin in the squad. I think Olsen can definitely get promoted. Peterson, he's from Iceland. We'll see what happens with him in the future. Let's get all the 17-year-olds up so they don't crack the shits. But 3 left in the academy. Scouts are back and we send them out again. We're off to the Czech Republic, Denmark, and Iceland this time, physically strong. And what do we find on this round? We've got Jankovic, a Croatian goalkeeper, 65 overall, 79 to 94 potential. We don't currently have a backup goalkeeper, but there's 2 here. So I am going to promote both of them, and we'll look to see what we can do with those 2 lads. Jovanovic, a central defensive midfielder, centre-back, 62 overall. We can promote up to the senior team. We found Fernando Santos, 60 overall, 79 to 94 potential right midfielder. We'll hold him in the academy, or still coming along, and Evans as well. So we make it to the 1st of January, and things are not looking good. What I did forget is that we had the UEFA Cup, so our squad is definitely not got enough squad depth to take on multiple cup competitions, and it's really showing here. We're tired, and we sit in 16th spot. We've only picked up 3 wins for the season. The 4-4-2 seems to be struggling with. That's probably down to the rotations and the squad depth. It's just not there at the moment. We've got a January window. We've got some money to play with, so hopefully we can bring some players in to bolster this squad. Right, I have dipped into the free agency market. Dina Mbembe, I don't know. 79 rated, 24 years of age from France, so that sort of gives us a little bit more, especially on the wing there, 79, and he's probably got a little bit of growth in him. But yeah, defensively, we're still a little bit short, and we're very, very thin squad depth-wise, but yeah, we'll push on, see if there's any other option for us. I'm reluctant to spend big money on players here in January unless they are free agents, but I'm still sniffing around to see what we can find. Right, I made a big purchase here, 30 million from Minnesota. We're bringing Soria. He's 80 rated, high defensive work rate, 5'11" from Spain. So yeah, slowly increasing our overalls. Right, deals done between the off-season and the end of January. Vilk goes for 2.7, Kovalenko 1.4, Hansen goes on loan, Jovanovic for 1.6, Pedersen goes on a loan, Shevchuk for 1.7. Fitzpatrick, he really requested a loan, even though I probably could have utilised him at 72 rated, but he's gone to Lille. We bring in Dina Mbembe for a free. Mathis goes for 990. Soria comes in for 30 million. Acosta leaves for 1.5, and that was all of our deals done. So the squad going into the deep second half of the season, I mean, Navarro and Tremblay is solid up top. We've bring in Dina and Soria, so we've improved there. Carvajalo, Murillo 76. Marin's up to a 77 now. Fournier's jumped to 74. Cara hasn't grown as quickly as I'd liked, and Walker's not growing. Magnuson only a 72. The bench looks okay. We could probably swap that one around. And yeah, Bakari with that big injury, but hopefully this is enough to get us through the second half of the season and propel ourselves up the table. And speaking of the table, we have pushed our way up to 10th position, and really we're not that far off 6th, so I can't see us catching the top teams just yet, but we just need to make that push. The Scouts head out again to Finland, Ghana, and Iceland for any, and let's take a look at the current academy. Anderson, shot stopper, centre back. 6'2", 66 overall, 79 to 93, so definitely one we could possibly use here in the future. Hansen, 6 foot, 70 to 94 potential. We pick up Kadlec, 75 to 94 potential from the Czech Republic. Magnuson is a central defensive midfielder, 75 to 94 potential. Santos, 85 to 91. Ors, 88 to 94. Evans, 81 to 87. Sam Kadlec from Czech, 74 to 94. And we've got some Icelandic strikers now. Magnuson, 67 to 91, and Pedersen, 72 to 90 potential. Right, youth player unsettled for now, Santos. 17-year-old, 61 overall, 85 to 91. Yeah, we can bring him in. And we have picked up some academy players, but it might be time to bring in some of these 17-year-olds. We're just about to hit April, and I don't want to lose out on them. Anderson from Iceland, you can get promoted. Hansen as well. Kadlec 17, so all the 17-year-olds need to come in just so we don't lose out on them. The 16-year-olds we can hold for now and make assessments on them later. It is time for the final game of the regular season. We are taking on Sporting Portugal, so a decent fixture this one. A chance just to see how this 4-4-2 is performing. We've seen some considerable growth, but I just don't think it's enough yet. I think we're going to have to do another season, but we'll check on the standings at the end of the season, of course. But let's get into this one. Let's get some gameplay into an episode. Hopefully that patch, which I was waiting for, has fixed what was happening with the gameplay. But I can't even remember the last time I played with a 4-4-2, so this could be interesting to say the least. Let's get into this one. They're playing 5 at the back. Let's hope that we can get the win here on the final day of the season. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, in for the long haul by the looks of things. Yeah, I dare say it'll be another season. I didn't think, well, we were sitting 16th, we've climbed to 10th. I think we're probably still around about that position. Just squad depth really being tested, and maybe just not quite at the class we need to be just yet. Could be a formation, who knows. Let's just get into this one. Oh, we'll get to see now. We sit in 7th, we're playing 4th. Yeah, we're way off the pace. I don't even think we've qualified for Europe in any, but that'll probably help us out next season. Oh well, let's see what we can do here today. There's Navarro. Up to Dina. Dina Abande. He's at forward, looks for big Tremblay. He tries to get the touch. Tremblay! Oh, finish, son! 1-0 Gil Vincente. And then it's the goal for Tremblay. Just rolls off the tongue. Well, he's been moved here to Portugal to join DK to try and take them to a trophy, but still, looks like there's a lot of work to be done here with this squad. Is it a formation change? Is it just personnel that needs to get the job done? But that's a good finish from Tremblay, the big American. Loving life here in Portugal by the looks of things. 1-0. And they get the equaliser, 34 minutes gone, Magnuson beaten. And the ball just spinning in his hand. Okay. Just caught out there a little bit defensively. Too many stagnant bodies by the looks of things. And it's 1-1. Tremblay just takes it on. Go on, son. Pushes his way forward. He's going to need some help. Or maybe he can go it himself. Tremblay. Oh, got too close to the keeper, lad. Good from Fournier. And gave it away. Oh, come on, lads! Fucking use your heads! Sporting makes it 2-1. Resistance is futile. Fournier did all the hard work and then just gave it up. Good save, but no one there to help out. Ah, fuck me, 2-1. And there is the halftime whistle. A good start, but now we're 2-1 down. Well, there's 3-1. Slide tackle from the French defender was to no avail. And Hector Bayron just getting a bit of a piggyback ride there. 3-1. We're off the pace once again. They had the right idea, but just slid on by. And then off the sidebar, back at the net, 3-1. From Walker. Tremblay. Zoria. That's Murillo. Drive his way forward here. Lays it in. Soria. Lays it off. Navarro. Gets one through for Tremblay. Oh, that's some scintillating stuff. 3-2. Tremblay has a brace. And a sniff of hope here for Gil Vincente. Big Tremblay. Making the plays. Just some really good movement there through the midfield. Soria, Navarro, quick touch on, and Tremblay just onside, gets the finish. It's 3-2. Oh, and Mbende does well. Gets inside, lays it off. Navarro, good save. Tremblay tries again. Murillo saved again. Big efforts defensively. And that is going to be a defeat on the final day of the season. 3-2. Oh, we've still got a lot of work to do here. Well, we managed 12 shots in the end. We got very aggressive and very attacking with 7 saves from their keeper was outstanding. We go down defeated 3-2. No performances, I mean, some good 7s around there, but defensively, I think we just got exposed. Right, Scouts head out again. Hungary, Republic of Ireland, and Iceland, of course. And let's take a look at the current youth academy. From Ghana, we found a goalkeeper, Adu, 74 to 94 potential. From Finland, we've got a centre back. He's only 5'11", but 73 to 94 potential. Magnussen's at a 56 now, 79 to 93, only 15, or 88 to 94, 62 overall. Evans, 81 to 87, has turned 16. Stein Jensen, 77 to 94, is an interesting prospect. We'll probably have to convert him depending on formations and the likes. Magnussen, a centre forward, 86 to 94 potential. Another Magnussen, there's a lot of them out there. What's he? 71 to 85. Oh, only 15. We'll hold for now. And Pedersen is 78 to 84. And that's not going to work for me. Release. Right, so we do hit the end of the season. Let's have a look at the squad. I mean, it's 40 in the squad, but a lot of these players are out on loan, and when we get to the start of next season, we'll be able to see what kind of growth they've really had. But Magnussen up 4 to a 74, still our number 1. Hansen up 5 to a 69. Jankovic is leaving. I have sorted out some deals, but Pedersen up 2 to a 66, currently on loan. Maurice up 1 to a 73. Marin 77. Kara went up 2 to a 72. Magnussen's on loan up 4 to a 69. Nielsen up 3 to a 69. Pedersen up 4 to a 65. And Jensen up 5 to a 69. Now, these lads could get a little bit more growth when they do come back. Sometimes they do get a little bump. Cabasele is transfer listed. Been trying to get rid of him all season. Down 6. Torrent will be retiring. Thank fuck for that. Anderson's going on loan, I believe. It's hard to say. I wish it did tell you. Fineo went up 4 to a 75, so that's some decent growth, and we can build around him. Hansen going away on loan, I believe. Walker, Dessler. I mean, we probably need a right back. Walker hasn't really grown too much, to be fair. And if we go across the development, he's not going to grow anymore. So maybe something to look for next season. Kadlich is going possibly sold. Hansen on loan up 6 to a 69. That's some all right growth there. Fofana up 2 to a 75. Carvalho up 1 to a 77. Soria up 1 to an 81. Pedersen's on loan up 10 to a 67. That's some good growth to see. Morello 76. Maybe his time's come. Fitzpatrick's on loan up 6 to a 72. Olsen up 3 to a 70. Maybe we can look to develop him. Santos is going on a loan up 3 to a 62. Juan Cruz de los Santos, great name, up 2 to a 75. He's only 22, so that was a good pickup. And Dina Mbembe up 1 to an 80, only 24 years of age. Solid pickup. Bakari still 3 weeks away. He's gone down 2. That was a big injury. Mikhail Hansen up 4 to a 73. Good growth there. Vaselli 74. Jensen up 6 to a 67. Kovalenko up 5 to a 72. Kadlec is leaving. Blanchard up 1 to a 74. Tremblay up 4 to an 82. Hopefully his status increases. And Navarro up 3 to an 87. I think he's finished growing at the moment. Anderson on loan up 6 to a 65. So there's some decent prospects here, but we're still a little bit behind the 8 ball. I think some of these bigger Portuguese clubs must have, you know, good 80 rated players, and that's what we need to build to. We're not quite there yet. All right, top scorer was Martinez for Porto with 27. Navarro only got 13 goals and Tremblay 11. So we're just not scoring enough, even with that 4-4-2. I like the 2 strikers, but maybe it's something else we need to play with. Maybe a 4-2-4. Let's get aggressive. Assist-wise, Navarro had 9. Murillo had 8. So we were sharing the ball around a little bit. Clean sheets, we definitely did not have a lot of those. And that's probably on our defense. Magnuson, 3 from 33, and that shows probably, once we do see the final standings, what really went wrong. We went out in the first round of the Cup 2-1 to Vizela, which was eventually won by FC Porto 3-1 over Benfica. Champions League won on penalties by Man City over Chelsea. Europa League won by Napoli over Marseille 2-0. Now, we were in the Europa League, but we finished dead last with only 5 points, so we got knocked out of that pretty quickly. Didn't even realize we'd qualified. But it was won by Real Betis 2-0 over Lille. As for the league, we finished in 7th, so we're still a fair way off the pace, like a good 30 points. Porto, Benfica, Braga, and Sporting CP, they are the teams to beat, so we do need to develop this squad even further. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. Hopefully some of those loanees that come back can help us out. We can just build a little bit more squad depth, find some marquee players next season, and really push for a title. That is where we finish today. Hopefully you enjoyed this season. We'll see you in the next. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. The Sparring DK channel now has Patreon, and if you feel like just going that little extra step to help, the channel grow, you can go across to the website, pledge your allegiance to myself, and for $1 a month, you're basically putting it in a jar and allowing for us to go and buy some more beers and record some more beer drinking episodes. Thank you very much to the current lads that have gone ahead and supported the channel. Absolutely tremendous to see anybody willing just to give that $1 a month at this stage. I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart. You really will make a difference in the future. So jump across there if you're that way inclined to the Patreon channel, sign up today, and we'll see if we can get some extra beer drinking episodes for you at home. Now, if you are looking for some more content, we've got a couple of videos, one here, and if you want to subscribe, there's a button right there. So go ahead, subscribe, and you'll be notified when the videos go live. Make sure you put on that notifications bell. We'll see you next time.